Hello and welcome back to Tati's Place. In today's video I want to speak to you about the benefits of going to the library. So it's easy to just get into a habit of the everyday, same old, mundane routine. But there are many benefits to getting out and going to the library. As homeschool parents, as homeschool students, it is beneficial in so many ways. And I'm going to share a little bit of that with you today. I have my notes here, so in case you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. So the first thing I want to tell you is that it teaches your kids how to use their quiet voice. Yes, you know, you're always telling your kids in the house, lower your voice, keep quiet. At the library, you know, it kind of forces them to do that. And then they may not get it on the first try if they're in the younger crowd, but eventually, as they get older, they will start realizing that you've got to be quiet, you know. And some of them may even realize it as youngsters also. But using their quiet voice is very important. You know, when we go to the doctor's office, you also have to use your quiet voice. So these are things that you can put in place. And the librarian, for the most part, knows that they are in training, and it's not going to be easy. Second thing is going to be that the library teaches your children how to sit still. Being at home, you know, in their environment, it's easy just to get up and go wherever they want to go, to the bathroom, to toys, put their books away, to the fridge, whatever, you know. But it teaches them how to sit still at the library, because there isn't really much to do outside of get a book and sit down, or maybe play with a puzzle or something like that, you know. So it's a different environment for them. It also teaches them how to stay focused. And this is because, again, there's no distractions at the library, so there's nothing else for them to get into, really, for the most part, except for get busy, you know, get their work done. And this is for, it doesn't matter what grade they're in. You know, for your first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, it doesn't matter. It's the same across the board. It teaches them how to stay focused, because going now to my next point is that many of us have formed bad habits. And so whether this is, especially for teenagers, sometimes they get in the habit of doing work with improper lighting. Or they get into the habit of, you know, hanging out in the bed while they're doing their homework all the time, or their schoolwork, their seat work, whatever it is that you would like to call it, but they're doing it in bed. Not every career involves you being in the bed or laying down. You know, you have to be up, you have to get dressed, which is another bad habit. Many of us homeschoolers, we will just stay in our PJs or just hang out in gym clothes all day long. I am notorious for just staying in my gym clothes. I just work out in the morning, and that's me for the rest of the day. But it teaches us, it trains us to get up, get dressed, get out, have conversation, get into a new environment, and you know, undo some of those habits that we have formed. So another thing I want to touch on is the refrigerator. The refrigerator can be such a distraction. Believe it or not, having the food here, you know, it's something that we kind of don't realize when we commit to homeschooling, is that the refrigerator is there, and the kids, we can just get up at their leisure, you know, and grab something to eat. You know, unless you're you know, putting your foot down constantly. This is something that has to be put in practice. And actually, I know many homeschool families who do put this in practice, where the kids cannot go in and just get anything. They have to have a certain time, like their breakfast time, their lunch time, their dinner time. And then there's other families that I know that it's just open access, and you know, the kids are, they're free to just grab a snack, grab a meal whenever it is that they like. So the refrigerator can be such a distraction. Going to the library takes that distraction out of the equation. So what you may want to do, if I would make a suggestion, it would be to just pack a lunch or pack snacks, depending on how long you're going to be there. And that's it. You know, you're committed to your cheese sandwich and apple until, and maybe, you know, your water bottle until it's time to go. or whatever else that you like to bring. A couple cheese snacks, cheese sticks and granola bars. It all depends on how long you're going to be there. Now, if your children are younger, I wouldn't suggest you being there all day. But once they hit teenage years, they can stay there for 3 or 4 hours at a time and really get in some quality quiet time. Especially if they're coming from a large family and they have the younger siblings around. Sometimes that library and that environment is needed to get some projects done. So with that being said, I'd just like to give a quick rundown. We have that they can use their quiet voices there, because they're in training. It teaches them to sit still. It teaches them to stay focused. It eliminates some of the bad habits that we have formed. It also eliminates some distractions we have in our daily lives. Like, you get phone calls, at the library, you can put that away. No one's going to come and knock on the door. Some people know that you're going to be home because you homeschool, and they'll just come over at any hour of the day. Well, if you're not there, you're not there. And that distraction, you've just omitted it, So, again, let me know what you think, how the library has blessed you in your homeschool journey. I'd really like to hear it in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Let me know that you subscribe by leaving me a comment also. And if you found this video helpful, please leave a few book emojis in the comments for me. God bless you all. Until next video. Bye-bye. So moms, just think. There's so much more to the library. I mean, look at my little one here. Coloring. He has all the supplies he needs. The library supplies you with the markers, scissors, crafts. They even cover the tables for you. And guess what? All of the mess is kept right there at the library. And your home stays nice and neat. They also have story time and songs. The library is more than just a library. It is a place for you to go for help. You don't have to feel that you need to do it all. There's glue, markers, papers, a good time. The kids are able to socialize. And they feel good about their craft at the end as well. And guess what? It's another book for you to log, another craft to check off, another time out of the home, another story that they can remember and make connections to throughout life. You just created more conversation with the new story. They develop friendships with the librarian. They start to recognize familiar faces that they see at every class, every get-together, every story time, every craft time. There's even a chess club. There's rooms to rent out, to book a session so that you can have a quiet place to school your children. Even if the baby gets a little loud, it's okay. So is the library worth it? I believe so.